Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. On the return, it's Singleton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Straight ahead, it's Croma. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for space, it's Croma. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Washington. On the move, he fires. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Rid of it on the RPO. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. And they get him down short of the 1st down marker.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give is to Smith. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start.
Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He's got the tight end. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Caught. Breaks the tackle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
From the red zone, it's Singleton. Stopped right there.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Not enough juice on that one. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. sets his feet. It's Washington. Touchdown Seminoles! Into the end zone for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Has their paws on it, they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Just feeds the running back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got a little space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. As we get a look at the stats, lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Sands. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Noles! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Hits inside. It's Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Burrows. At the 35, he's open. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease. It's Sands. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the run, fires downfield. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got him. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Oh, I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield, usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide and give him the rock.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's got the first down. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Left side, it's Thomas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking downfield. It's Washington. Finds his target. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
On the direct snap, it's Croma. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Chroma. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Finds a crease, it's Davidson. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll give it to him again. Might have a chance. He's at the touchdown, Clemson. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The run inside. It's Chroma. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then offload the football.
And he could not get loose on the run. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Washington. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Another 3rd down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on 4th down here on their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared. 4th down is just enough.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not gonna make it. And the 4th down gamble backfires.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Lost the throw on 1st. Release to the back. Right side, it's Smith. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Drops back on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
You got to have a lot of precision and timing on these slant throws, right? You're throwing it as soon as the receiver comes out of the break. You're trying to get it to him quickly. They just didn't have the timing there, and it falls incomplete.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, it's Davidson. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Just smothered on the play. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
And it's Michigan State looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Smith. Makes the grab in their space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll send the back in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to throw, it's McLeod. Looking to the big tight end. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over first and
10. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Snapped it, they'll throw to start the drive. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Uh-oh, look out. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
From deep, it's Croma. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Scanning the field, it's McLeod. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking left. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Out wide left is Johnson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. RPO complete. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Croma. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Croma. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
His backs are like tackling a dump truck a lot of times. You get them in the open field, and they're so fast, but they're so thickly built, they're hard to get to the ground. And a lot of times you're just like, all right, how can I hang on for help or for somebody to get here? But you could tell they didn't get there fast enough, and those somebodies need to get there quicker for him if they want to get this guy on the ground.
On the ground, it's Sands. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll go to the counter play. All over him immediately.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Sets his feet. It's McLeod. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Left side is Carter. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're all over him. And his first pass is incomplete.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
And back to the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Carter. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Second down, going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Cotton. Sweet spin. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Snaps it in the shotgun. He lets one fly deep, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Pass to 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And here he comes out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Out wide left, it's Thomas. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day. A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To the air, it's Sperry. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. The play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted a 4th down to keep the drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit, because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.